sorry, just because they're living with you, do you really take them for granted? You have to have that element of respect. If there's no respect, so you have to build these things. She has to respect you. You have to respect her. You have to respect her feelings. She has to respect your habits. Okay. Before, you will not go around picking your nose, and leaving your underpants or leaving your waist or whatever in front of people. So why do you do it in front of your spouse for? You will not go around gargling your nose or picking your nose or farting in bed or having smelly armpits. You'll have a wash when you go somewhere else. So what gives you the right to be just like a gypsy in front of your spouse? So these habits you should respect. Obviously, because there is a bit of intimacy, the spouse will know of each other, but still you will have to try to actively try to make the effort of not revealing your bad habits to them, okay? Because it can sometimes get disgusting. Expectations, we've spoken about expectations, where you need to, if you have too much expectation, maybe you need to come down from your pedestal, and you need to kind of have a negotiation. Future obstruction. A lot of the time I found in my marriage counselling and also in my own marriage is that we fight over hypothetical issues in the future. Okay, so our daughter Aisha, so would you give her married to a person who's who's a Bengali, or would you think of giving away to somebody who's not Bengali? Abstraction, future abstraction, which maybe or other issues, as if I don't know, you can is it permissible for a woman to go on the moon? And then we'll have a battering over that. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Something which has got no kind of practical kind of thing. Most of these arguments, if you assess yourself, you need to assess. You need to reflect every single night. You need to reflect over your marriage, and you will see that a lot of these fights are kind of future abstraction. They've got a really practical application. So you should stop doing that. Sexual gratification. We've spoken about this. You need to find out that if there's a lot of fights, if you are actually fulfilling your wife's needs, and if you aren't because there's some kind of problem, you should talk and you should get medical advice or whatever. As far as modes of sexual intercourse is concerned, then Sheikh Mufti Muhammad bin Adam has a book which is really, really good. A lot of the things I don't agree with, but still, he has got this book. You can read it. Inshallah, it's quite a clean book, and then there's one thing which kind of really, really works, is love making as an introduction to conflict resolution. See, men, what they tend to do is when they've had an argument with their wife, they think that if we just make love and have sex with the wife, then everything's going to just finish like that, and the wife will think, no, I'm not going to have sex with this man unless we sort it out now, right? They're both right and they're both wrong. Okay. If you've had an argument and you're kind of mellowing, maybe love making will kind of release all the tensions. Okay. So that's where the love making come in. But then, after the love making is finished, the man shouldn't just turn around and go to sleep. Then you should discuss the issues. Okay. So the love making should be kind of an introduction to conflict resolution. Right? We go to conflict resolution number 2, and we kind of really nearly finishing. Conflict resolution number 2 is 3 causes of conflicts with in-laws. So this is a book which is quite good. A Wife's Guide to In-Laws: How to Gain Your Husband's Loyalty Without Killing His Parents. Okay. Interesting book. Obviously it's written from a Western kind of perspective, so you have to take that with a pinch of salt. In my analysis, in my kind of marriage counseling and analysis, I found that there are 3 primary reasons why there are problems with in-laws. Number 1 is territory, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. Number 1 is territory. Whose kitchen is it? It's a turf war. Is it the mother-in-law's kitchen? Is it the daughter-in-law's kitchen? Is the daughter-in-law the subservient one and she takes the orders from the mother-in-law, or is the mother-in-law just a helper and the daughter-in-law kind of is what we call the handy master? She does all the cooking and everything. So there's a turf war there. Whose territory is it? That causes problem. Number 2 is loyalty. Who is the son loyal to? Is he loyal to his mother, or is he loyal to his wife? See, that's one of the things. The poor husband gets in the middle and he gets kind of stretched. That's why he's got that picture there where the husband is literally being stretched. Yeah, it happens. Um, the marriage is one of the biggest mujahada, especially in an Asian context, is because you can't just go berserk and you can't say, oh, I don't know, you do, you know, Allah Jalla, and you deal with it, you and your mother-in-law deal with it, or you and your daughter-in-law deal with it. Don't get me into the picture. Naturally, you will get dragged into the picture. And one thing that you don't do is when your mum says something about your wife, you don't go and have a go at your wife. And then when your wife says something about your mum, then equally you come and have a go at your mum. In both positions, you're the one that's going to get the full brunt here. Okay, so what you do is maybe your mother is saying something to you not because no mother wants fitna unless the mother is really really evil. No mother wants fitna between her son and the daughter-in-law. So maybe she's just doing it kind of as an advice or an offload. You have to understand that it's an offload. The wife should also understand that at the end of the day, this woman is his mother. If you love your husband, then this woman is the woman that brought him to this world. So look at it in that way. And the husband should look at her and Nana and her crying as just offloading and not that he does something. And if it's something really, really bad, then maybe they should get people and they should talk over it. It's very easy for me to say. In fact, it's not kind of easy for me to say because as an alim, I get this in my family as well. Okay, so everybody has to go through that. So number 2 is loyalty. Who is the son loyal to? Is the son loyal to the parents? Is the son loyal to the? So that striking that balance is really, really, you know, because if you were kind of a mother's boy, right, or you love your parents on the day that you got married, you know, your kind of undivided attention to them has shifted to somewhere else, and you're not neglecting them, but you're kind of part of your attention is towards somebody else, then they will feel that, and they will feel that, oh, our son is no longer. So you should also try to make them feel that they are still important without kind of making your wife feel important. And one of the ways in this very beautiful hadith where these people, 3 people, they got stuck in a cave, yeah, and they got stuck. The hadith of Sahih Bukhari. They got stuck in a cave and they didn't know what to do. So all 3 of them, they said, we'll pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with our best ibadah, the thing that we've done the best. So one person said, oh Allah, you know, I work in the fields all day, and I herd sheep and camels, and every single night I milk my flock, and I get the milk, and my children and wife are hungry, but before I actually feed my wife and children, then I actually give the milk to my parents to drink. So, oh Allah, if I've done that for your sake, then please, you know, alleviate our problem. And the rock moved a bit. So it's a very famous story. But what I'm saying is that you need to make everybody feel important. The only person who loses in a battle like that is the husband. But what you need to do is you need to be, if you can sort out a resolution between the in-laws and the wife, then you can become a khalifa. You know, you can become a khalifa because that's mujahada. But you need to be a negotiator. You need to be a politician. You know, you have to play the game in such a way that you don't make your wife feel that you condescending her or you're not giving her any time. But you also have to make your parents feel, and that's something that you will learn. You know, if your parents were your world and your worldview, and then another woman is coming inside your house and telling you, no, your parents are doing this, your sister's doing that, then that kind of shifts your whole worldview, and your whole worldview changes, and you think, well, you know, this is something that I grew with, and I've never found any mistakes with the household women of my house, and this woman is coming and telling me this, and completely there's a paradigm shift in your brain, then it's going to be hard for you to kind of adapt to that. But inshallah, gradually we all adapt to it, and we become better negotiators and diplomats. Yeah. And those of you who are married will concur with me. And number 3 is finance. Who's the husband or who's the boy spending the money on? Is he buying all the saris for his wife, or is he giving the money to his parents so that they can run the family and send money to Bangladesh? So these are kind of 3 major territories that I found where people, well, there's problems between the in-laws, and the only thing that I can say to you is that you know, you need to be a very good negotiator.